guys, so today I decided to do like a get ready with me type video. I haven't done one of these in ages, months and months and months, because I haven't done one of these with my new camera, and I got that at like the start of October, so it's been absolutely ages since I did one of these. I just thought I'd do one of like my kind of everyday makeup routine, kind of the products I'm enjoying using at the moment. Thought I'd show you them in kind of like a chit chatty way, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. First thing I'm going to use is the NYX Shine Killer. I got given this by NYX and it is really good. It's basically to kind of minimise shine throughout the day. I do think it helps, and it's a really nice primer. It's got like a really nice silicone feel. Also really like the packaging, it's like really thin and easy to use. The next thing I'm going to use is my favourite foundation ever. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I love this. Mine's in the shade 1N2 Ecru. I just love it. I really think it's amazing. It stays on all day. I'm a bit nervous about putting this on my bed, to be honest, because I do not want to get it anywhere. And it's like one of the ones with the screw top bottle. That's one of my pet peeves of it, is a screw top bottle. I know you can fit the MAC pump in it, but I just haven't got time to go and get a MAC pump. I really like this. It's one of my favourite foundations. And it just stays on all day. It just looks good and it's flawless, and it's just very easy for me. It's just the perfect foundation in one thing. The brush I'm going to apply this with is this one, which is the Sephora Pro Airbrush 55 brush. I do really like this brush, but it really desperately needs washing. Oh, that's in my hair. The Sephora makeup brushes are my favourite out of any makeup brushes like ever. I just love them. And this one is so good at just buffing foundation into the skin. I do absolutely desperately need to wash these brushes, and I will do it at some point. It just bores me so much. I might wait till I go home, but then when I go home I'm not going to have all my brushes with me, so then that's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Let's be honest. My only thing, when this brush isn't washed, it leaves like lines on my skin, because it's kind of like not as fluffy as when it's washed and actually how it's meant to be used. My forehead is one area that gets really dry as well. It just gets, I don't know, not very nice, to be honest. So that is my foundation done all over my face. Please ignore the fact I've got foundation on my lips and absolutely everywhere. I just kind of swish it everywhere and then kind of get rid of it later. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I never used to do my eyebrows until kind of like the last step, but I don't know, recently I've just been really enjoying doing them like now. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It's my favourite thing for my eyebrows. I also like two NYX products at the moment for my eyebrows as well. One of them is the Eyebrow Gel, which is really good if you want to try like a liquid brow like product. It is kind of similar to this. This is kind of a gel that's in kind of a pot, whereas that is more of a liquid that you squeeze out of a tube. But they are they give a similar look. And the other one is just the NYX, I think it's called Eyebrow Cake, and you've got like two different powders, and that's really good as well. I am going to be using it with this brush. It's my favourite brush ever for doing my eyebrows. I found it when I was doing the Manchester Eyeliner Vlogger Christmas edit, and this is the Body Shop Slanted Eyebrow Brush. It is just amazing. It's just called the Slanted Brush. It's just so good. The shape of it, like it's rather big as well, which I really like, and I don't know, everything about it is just great. Anyway, so just dip this in my product. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. If you would like me to do an in-depth eyebrow routine, then please let me know. But I just really enjoy eyebrows. If you've been watching me for a long time, back in the time where I used to go, do you know what, my eyebrows are really thick, so I don't need to fill them in. Let me know, because those times was so funny, because I have quite a lot of eyebrow hair, as you can see that with this one, there's nothing that really needs filling in. So I just assumed that I didn't need to fill my eyebrows in, that I didn't need to change the shape or anything. It was quite funny. And that was up until like, even like September last year, I didn't fill my eyebrows in. Then I just use like a spoolie brush to kind of like brush through them when I'm done. So I think it always looks quite funny when you've just got foundation and eyebrows on. It does look pretty hilarious. I'm going to put some concealer on now. I've really been enjoying using the Maybelline Instant Age eye eraser at the moment. I haven't used this for ages, but I'm really enjoying using it. So I just pop this underneath my eyes, I find it really brightening even though this shade isn't lighter than my skin tone. And I normally just pop some just on my forehead like that. And then a little bit on my chin. And just a stripe down my nose. Because as I say, even though this isn't like lighter than my skin tone, I just really enjoy the consistency, the shade. I find it really brightening. I really like the coverage of it as well. It's got quite a lot of coverage. I have run out of the collection one that I absolutely love, the brightening one by Collection, which I need to get another one of, especially like before Christmas. I always run out of makeup before Christmas, I do. The next thing I'm going to use is concealer, and I feel like I mentioned quite a lot of NYX products in this video. I think it's because I've got sent quite a few things recently, but this is the NYX HD concealer. I don't think you've seen me use a different concealer except from the Makeup Forever HD full cover concealer in absolutely ages, and that is still my favourite, but I haven't brought another one yet, and it's got to the point where I can't squeeze any more out of the tube. But to use something else is quite a big deal. This is a tiny bit dark for me. It's in the colour Glow, but I can kind of work with it. It's about one shade darker than my skin tone. Ish, like very, very slightly. Like you can't really tell on the camera at all. But I just pop this. I have some scarring on my cheeks. Put that around the sides of my nose here. One place I always forget is around the sides of my nose. I just pop it on my chin as well. Anyway, I kind of got like a bit of a blemish or anything that just want to have extra coverage. And then I blend this in. Oh, I didn't mention this actually. This is the Sephora Pro Airbrush 56 brush, and this is what I use for my other concealer as well. This is just more of a dense, kind of smaller brush to blend in the concealer. I like this kind of brush to blend in concealer because I find like it really does just blend it in where you want it, and it doesn't kind of smudge it in places where you don't really want it. How have I already been filming for 12 minutes? Are you joking? So now that's done, I'm just going to put some powder on, and I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix powder. I absolutely love this powder. I've been using it recently. I've had it for ages and I've used it for ages, but I haven't used it properly for ages. Does that make sense? Like every day, and I'm using this like every day. This is the Body Shop face and body brush, which again I love and really, really need to wash because it's got powder all stuck to it. It's horrible. But I just grab some powder on that brush and I just pat it all over. If you're noticing there's a lot of shine on this side of my face, it's because I've got a light over there. And that's why, because I can't kind of have one straight in front of me because of where my camera is. But yeah, that's kind of like my base done. I feel like this video is taking forever, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. You like long videos, I think. Well, that's what you've commented anyway. The next thing I'm going to do is apply some bronzer. This again is the NYX matte bronzer. I don't know what so many NYX stuff is because it's new stuff. This is the NYX This is the NYX matte bronzer in number 03 medium, and I'm going to use another Sephora brush, which is the Pro Angled Blush in 49. I just really like this brush, and this bronzer is quite dark, so I only use a kind of tiny bit. I just pop it kind of on my cheekbones, really kind of lightly. And then I just swipe a bit on my forehead, kind of by my temples, and my hair always goes everywhere when I do this, and it really drives me insane. Because my forehead's quite dry, I then kind of go over that with my foundation brush just to make sure it hasn't clung to too many dry patches. Sometimes I do a full-on contour situation, but at the moment I have just been using the NYX bronzer, just because I quite like the shade of it. The next thing I'm going to do is apply some eyeshadow. And I have been kind of moving around my eyeshadow at the moment. Sometimes I use one thing, sometimes I use another. It's not kind of set in place. It's more like my base routine, and then like everything else I kind of use the same products. Whereas the eyeshadows I've really been changing up, which isn't like me at all. It's normally the other way round. The first thing I'm going to apply is a Colourpop eyeshadow, because I haven't used these in a video yet, and I thought I'd show you them. This is in the colour Lala, and it's this like pretty, like, don't know what kind of colour, bronzy brown colour. I'm going to apply this with a MAC 252 brush. I'm kind of you have to really press with the Colourpop eyeshadows because they're quite moussey, I suppose, but they're a powder. It's a bit strange. I'm just going to pop this all over my eye. You know when you've got a lot of light on you and you can see that there's eyebrow hairs you haven't plucked, and it's just devastating. And I always blend that through the crease, and I normally have like a different colour on my brush from like what I've used before, and I always really like it because then it kind of gives a different dimension. The last time I filmed a makeup look with this camera, I absolutely hated it because, and I didn't upload it, and that never ever ever happens to me. I never not upload things, but it was just really bad. My skin looked awful, the makeup looked awful in the camera, so I'm really praying that this comes out okay. I'm just using here a fake 217 brush off of eBay. I love these. I use them a lot. They're only 99p off of eBay. I will try and find a link. I'll pop it down below. If I can't find a link, just literally search MAC 217 dupe on eBay and it will come up. Or like fake or something like that. But they're really good. Anyway, so just blended that out, and I really like this kind of look. I just think it looks really nice. This isn't all I'm going to do, but I just think it looks really nice like this, to be honest. I'm then going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to use this shade here, which is right in this corner down here. And I'm just going to take it on, what brush shall we use? This one here by the Body Shop again. It's the Eyeshadow Blender brush. It's a little bit more of a blendy brush. That's why it's called a blender. I'm just going to take this on this brush and just put that in the outer corner and wiggle it in the crease. It is kind of trial and error with eyeshadow, really, I think. Does anybody else turn to the side when they do their eyeshadow? I always do. Oh, that one's got a little bit too much on it. I think the thing is with eyeshadow is just applying it. It doesn't matter how much you apply. And then just blending it out. You can always take it off if you just blend it. And then normally I will take a brush that I've had concealer on and just take it from the corner of my eye up to kind of my brow bone, just to make sure it hasn't gone past that bit, if that makes sense. And sometimes I'll take it just at the top as well, just underneath my brow bone, if I don't want too much eyeshadow. It just kind of blends it out. I quite like that look, so I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to pop a little bit of a darker shade, just a darker brown shade out of Too Faced palette, just right in the outer corner, as far as you could possibly get. As I say, I've been kind of like going between eyeshadow looks, not really sticking to anything. I'm going to just pop a little bit more of the Colourpop eyeshadow just to brighten it up, because I've put all of those different colours on. Just back where it's supposed to be, on the inner kind of half of my eye. I hope you guys can see this. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Then the next thing I'm going to do is apply some eyeliner. You all know I absolutely love the Makeup Gallery eyeliner from Pound World. That is £1. It's my favourite. I just literally apply the thinnest line on the top of my lash line, just all the way across. I'm not the best of eyeliner, but I can do like a thin line across. And then I'm going to put some mascara. I'm going to be using this one by Physicians Formula. This is the Organic Wear Mascara. It looks like this in this funky packaging, and I really like this. I'm going between this and their Real at the moment by Benefit. Well, one of my reasons for really liking this as well is because it doesn't take really long to get off. It's not hard to get off my lashes, which some mascaras just are so difficult. Lash Sensational by Maybelline I find impossible to get off my eyelashes. And it just takes forever at the evenings, and I just prefer something that, you know, doesn't take too long to get off, and this is really easy. In my mirror my makeup looks great, but then I'm not sure whether in the camera it does. So it's just frustrating when it's like that. And then I'm going to put some blusher on. I'm not too sure what shade of blusher to go with. I don't know, I really like my eyes. I'm going to go with this one because it's just here. But this is the MAC Mineralized Blush in the colour Gentle. In my vlog the other day I couldn't remember a colour of a blush, and it was this one by MAC. I do like matte blushes, they are one of my favourites. I'm not going to apply too much. Now I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of highlighter on the top of my cheekbones. This is the Physicians Formula Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in Beige Pearl. By the way, in my haul where I mentioned this, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below for you all. But it's kind of got like basically a spray over on this product, and then in the middle the spray's kind of gone because I've wiped it off. But I've still been using the middle bit, and it's still quite a nice highlighter, and it's quite subtle, which I quite like. It's not too much. It's a really nice everyday highlighter. Talking of highlighters, guess what I pre-ordered this morning? Becca Champagne Pop. Yes, I did. It came up on an email. It was actually on Look magazine that it came up on. And I was like, oh my god, do it. And then it was pre-ordered on Space NK, and I was like, yes, I'm just going to do it. I'll regret it if I don't. So I'm very excited about that. It's the first thing I've treated myself to in ages. So yeah, it's made me very excited. I'm just going to apply lipstick. I'm going to apply Velvet Teddy. This is my favourite lipstick of the whole of 2015. I have used it so much. I haven't got much left in the grand scheme of things. It's just so good. It looks so good with so many makeup looks, and it really suits my skin tone as well. Lipstick really does finish everything off, doesn't it? And the last thing I'm going to do is just take some of this, which is the palette I've been using the whole way through. It's the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette in the colour Radiance. What brush have I got here? I'll use this one. And basically this is exactly the same as the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. And I do think they are very, very similar, especially the all over shade that's on the left hand side of the palette. So I'm just going to take a little bit on this brush. This is the Sephora Pro Contour 74 brush. Any brush will do. It's just the brush I haven't used that's sat here. I just take a little bit just underneath my eyes and just there. A little bit on my chin. And a little bit on my forehead, a slight bit down my nose. Just to kind of give a little bit of a glow, because I do really feel like it does give a glow. It's just a really, really nice kind of powder palette. And it is, I think it's a really good Christmas present as well. It just looks good. It's a good size, good, I don't know, I really like it. Really impressed by it. That was a bit of a random shout out there, but I do really like it. So that is the end of my get ready with me. I hope you liked this makeup look and liked watching me pour the makeup on my face and have a little chit chat with you guys. I'm sorry the video was so long. It doesn't normally take me this long to put my makeup on, I swear. But yeah, I think it's just because I was chatting to you guys at the same time. If you haven't subscribed to my vlog channel already, please do. I'm doing Vlogmas over on my vlog channel. So I'm vlogging every single day of December up until Christmas Day. So the link is always left down below to my vlog channel. So go over and have a look at my Vlogmas videos. I'm having so much fun filming them, honestly. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you've got any other video ideas, leave them down below for me, and I will speak to you next time. Bye!